Hey guys, welcome back to Baby Chick's YouTube channel. I am Nina Spears, the Baby Chick. And if you have been watching our YouTube videos, you have probably been seeing me open and unbox a whole bunch of cool products for babies and moms and parents in general. And today is no exception, but we're actually gonna get a little intimate with this one. We are in my actual bedroom because I feel like we need to get a little personal here and need some privacy, because today what we're going to unbox and check out together is the first ever waterproof wearable vibrator that is made for pregnancy, labor, birth, and postpartum. It is made by my dear friend and visionary, Deborah Pascali-Bonaro from OrgasmicBirth. She has partnered with Dame to create this first vibrator for labor to really help improve labor experiences and help that oxytocin keep flowing. So of course, I had to check it out, and Deborah, being the angel that she is, sent us one. So let's unbox this and see what it's like. All right, here is the packaging. Dame, the finger vibrator for orgasmic birth, designed by women. So already it looks like it's made with medical grade silicone. It's waterproof, which is really cool because if you are planning on having a water birth like I did with my second one, this can really help. It says that there's 5 vibration levels, so we'll have to check that out. But I think this is so interesting. So an intuitive finger vibe designed to be used during childbirth, created to aid in pain reduction and enhance the natural hormones of birth, providing comfort and pleasure in birth and beyond. Tap into your power. I love that. So something that's important that we need to talk about is when it comes to labor, the hormone that helps you have contractions is oxytocin. And oxytocin is the love hormone. And oxytocin is going to help those contractions get stronger and help you have a baby, which is what we want. So the more that we can make birth pleasurable, the more that we can have your oxytocin rise, the better your birth experience can be. And that's why Deborah truly believes in having orgasmic births. So I just thought this was so interesting that you can intensify things, the vibration and the quietness, so that you can even pack this in the hospital with you if you want some alone time to really get those contractions going. It says here, we're Dame and Orgasmic Birth. We have designed a science-backed vibrator that transforms birth from something to endure to something to embrace. By empowering women to access pleasure and power in labor, we're rewriting the story of birth. So awesome. Bravo on the packaging. Love this. Now let's open this up. All right, here's the vibrator. Definitely soft, medical grade, silicone, which is nice, and waterproof. So cool. So to be discreet, they have a little pouch for you to put this in. Okay. In here, it looks like there's a whole pamphlet on meeting your Fin PleasureVibe, which is really helpful. So then that way you can get to know it, how to use it, removing the tether. Very interesting. Also inside is the power cable so that you can charge it. So here is the actual vibrator. It's very small, and this right here is like a little sleeve. So I do like that it has this specifically for childbirth, because when you're going through contractions, you're probably going to drop this. You're not focusing so much. So if it were to fall, no big deal. It is right there when you have this little sleeve. But I also really like that you can remove it. How nice is that? So if you're wanting to get intimate with yourself and help things move along, you can easily take that off. Very cool. All right, so I'm gonna put this back on, and it's very simple and easy to place back on. It's very soft also, this medical grade silicone, super, super nice. And I can see here that when I put this on, there's a button right here. And what you do to turn it on is you hold it down. And I can tell that it vibrates just for a little bit. So we're gonna have to charge this to really get to try this out. So let's do that. I've just plugged this in, and you can see at the head right here, it is blinking, which is letting me know that it is charging. The instructions also state that the battery life at the highest intensity is 1 hour and the charge time is for 2 hours. Okay, so I didn't completely finish charging it, but it's charged enough. And what we saw at the top is that it was blinking when it was charging, but it will be a steady light when it is fully charged. So again, it should be about 2 hours, but I wanted to try this out and see how this actually works. So I'm actually using the little tether here, and I'm gonna push this button, and we're supposed to hold it down for it to work. So let's try this out. Not sure if you can hear that, but that is the lowest setting. And then you're supposed to push the button. Each time it will go up a setting up to 5, the fullest intensity. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And when we click it again, it goes all the way back to 1 and can go up. So that's how you go to the next level. By pressing the side, and when you want to turn it off, you just hold it down. And then it's off. Super easy. I feel like this is something super simple that you could travel with, that you can use for milk ducts. Because, I mean, if you have a clogged milk duct, you can use that postpartum, no problem. But for pleasure, for labor, I mean, this is like super easy and reasonable. And I love that it's waterproof. That is so, so cool. So I kind of want to feel the sensation when I press this. So holding it down. Yeah, it's like a light vibration on the first one. Second one is definitely stronger and a little faster. Third one, slightly stronger than the second. I felt like there was a bigger jump from 1 to 2. 3, a little bit more intense, but definitely faster. Okay, a tiny, tiny bit more intense, but definitely a faster vibration. Ooh, this one, number 5, definitely feels really, really strong and super fast. So I think that for labor, I would obviously start off at a level that you feel comfortable with. And then as your labor progresses, I feel like the intensity might be a little too much. So you might want to lower it as your labor continues, because there's a lot of sensations happening when you're going through contractions and labor. We'll have to try this out in water and see how this works. So I just turned this on. I'm going to turn it to a level 2, and I'm putting it in the water. And I definitely still feel a vibration. It's still vibrating, no problem. Okay, so we have tested it out in water. We've charged it. We've seen the different levels. I like how compact this is because it's really easy for travel. Like I said, it can be very discreet when you're in labor, whether you're laboring at the hospital, at home, in a birthing center. I love how easy it is to use. It's not like you have to see how to work it. You can just feel the button and be able to press to the intensity or hold down to turn it on or off. So the simplicity is really, really nice. Deborah and Dame, you guys did an amazing job at putting this together. This is something that I would definitely recommend someone to have a more pleasurable birth. I didn't test this out in real life because it is not that type of show, but I definitely am curious if you try this out, what your experience is and what you think. To get more information about the Fin PleasureVibe, be sure to check out the description below for all of the details. Also, I just checked out the pricing and it is currently priced at $40, which is definitely a good deal. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching our unboxing of the Fin PleasureVibe from OrgasmicBirth and Dame to have a more pleasurable birth. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Would you use something like this during your pregnancy, labor, birth, postpartum? I want to know. And be sure to like this video if you found it helpful and subscribe to watch more videos like this. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.